What did you think of Reggie? You have spent more than 3 years. 3 years to prep and part of it, right? But you know, you've all been there and you've lived it. What did you think of Reggie in the beginning, the good and the bad parts?
Uh, I'll be honest. So when I first auditioned for it, I was auditioning for another role.
For the Archies.
For Archie's role, and so I was invested in that character. So I'd been doing that for a couple of months, and I think December when I auditioned till maybe Jan, I auditioned for the same role, and then there was a 3-4 month gap during COVID when nothing was happening, and I'd forgotten about the project. And then they reached out to me again. And I auditioned for Archie again, and then they said, okay, we like you, but we want to audition you for Reggie. And I had a certain impression of the character. I thought he's going to be like a negative, like an antagonist, cocky person who's playing pranks and getting outsmarted by everyone and outdone by other people. So I was like a bit iffy, but I knew that this project is of the scale that it is. So it's obviously going to be a fantastic experience for me to be part of. And I was in no place to say no to something like this. So I auditioned for it. And then I understood that I got the brief of the character. And I saw a lot of potential in it. I thought there was so much more depth to it than I could see in the comics. And Zoya had like given it a lot, more interesting. There were a lot of more interesting aspects to the character. Yeah. So I played off of that. I think she wanted the essence of every single character to be of like innocence. Because we're all 17-year-olds. So there was no animosity and, the way it is, you'd assume it is otherwise. So I think that innocence was kind of what I played off of. And keeping that essence of the character, which is true to the comics, still there. Like, he is still a cocky, vain person. He is full of himself. But there's a lot more to him. So I think that's kind of what I played off of.
Where did you take references from? And I know that it's not just the comics. Otherwise, there are certain characters and actors who have very natural swag. When you said cocky and vain, there are a lot of actors who played that part really well in the past. I want to know your influences because you got that part really light. It was a balance, not too cocky that you're put off by it, but just enough to play Reggie. So I want to know how that balance worked out.
I think my process to like approaching a character is just to remain true to the script and to the director.
Correct.
And the references will come with it because it's a period film. So my references were based on that, kind of looking at things from that era and looking at how people were in the 60s, how, like the style then was, the body language of people then was. And so I kind of got into that more. I don't think I had like straight references, but obviously like the 60s culture. So Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
When it came to dancing also, I obviously can't emulate him, he's a legend, but kind of draw inspiration from that, from Shammi Kapoor, from John Travolta in Greece. So kind of those aspects I saw, but it kind of just kept in the back of my head and brought to the table what I thought was me being true to the character, to the script, to the space, and to Zoya's vision.